real quick. I'm going to stop the data log. Now looks like we got a little bit of knock retard right here on the very top end. So not too bad about a degree. We'll take a look at that here. Let me go and save this. Let's do a save log file as, and we're going to call this WOT Tuning 2. We'll just save that right there. So you'll have that as a reference point. Let me go ahead and shut off the engine here real quick. And, oh, we're not in park. That should be good. Now let's take a look at our dyno graph, and then we'll take a look at the data. We'll kind of go back and forth. So looking here, we're making 500 horsepower. Now we were previously making about 480. Looks like the torque here is now somewhere in the range of about 520, and horsepower is about 500. So we can definitely make more, but let's kind of dig in here and see what happened with those changes that we made. So first things first, let's go here to our chart versus time, and let's look here. Now the EQ ratio error was pretty good. Looking at that, we're only about 1% off, so that was pretty close right there. And our GMVE open loop here, we did make some changes. It looks like we might need to update that a little bit. Our EQ and our commanded are pretty much tracking in line with each other. That was pretty close right there. So I think that looks good. Let's take a step back here. Let's go through our other chart versus time, see what we have going through here. All right, let's go to this chart versus time, the first one. Let's go and zoom in here real quick. So a few things. Let's actually look at our last chart versus time. Let's get torque management, make sure that didn't kick in. I did not see any torque management kick in right here. Okay. Yep, we see in the orange, that would be torque management. And right here, it looks like the throttle closed a little bit and opened up and back again. Now I'm not all the way on the throttle as I'm rolling into the pool, so I'm not going to worry about that because I have to kind of do things a little bit kind of goofy here when I'm on the dyno, so it doesn't try to downshift. Again, I don't want to get into the transmission scheduling so that I have to go through all the tables and edit that. We can just see that the throttle is open, the actual throttle blade's open, but the plate here is trailing behind. So that's not a concern. And again, no torque management is really affecting anything here. Let's go to our chart versus time. So we added timing into the table. We added a couple degrees. We're seeing here about 13 degrees. Previously we were about 9, 10 degrees. So we're seeing that timing has been added in. But looking at this is where some knock retard kicked in on the top end. Now, let's review here. The intake air temp is showing 116 degrees. It is warm, but not too bad. Considering that we do have the supercharger on there and it is pushing hot air into the engine, or hotter air into the engine. So that's not awful. But what we're going to find here, couple things. Intake air temp is going to be correcting it by about 3 degrees almost. So we're seeing here the base advance is roughly 15, but we're only really left with 11. And that's because it's going through the air temp compensation. It's reducing things. So in this case, we probably could go in and tweak our air temp compensation a little bit, or we could add maybe a little bit more timing into our spark timing tables. This is not ideal here looking at the knock retard. It could be getting a little heat soak here on the dyno because I'm making the pool and just simply shutting it down and not allowing any real cooling effect to go over the heat exchanger core, so that could be kind of affecting what we have going on here and not allowing that.
Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here. And you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.